Thanks for tuning in. Today's tutorial is how to create a chip bag using your Cricut cutting machine. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below or email me or message me. Thanks. All right, so now we are just going to go ahead and launch our Cricut design space. Now, once that's open, we're going to click on New Project. Then we're going to click on Upload. Once you have received all of those links that I sent you, I'm going to now show you how to upload those. So we're going to click Upload Image. Then we're going to click Browse. Now we're going to search for those images that I sent to you. And once you have those saved on your desktop or wherever you locate them, and then we're just going to upload them. All right, now once you upload that image, you're going to click Complex, click Continue, and then it's going to load. And then I'm just going to adjust my size so that everyone can see what's going on. And then I'm going to save it as a print and cut. This is a very important step, to save it as a print and cut file. All right, and then it's now going to just save it, give it a few minutes. All right, now you see that image we just saved. Now we're going to do our next few images, which is going to be the nutrition facts and the barcode. Okay, so we're going to upload those next, and the background with lines, uploading those. So we did the background with lines, and then click Complex, just like we previously did before. And then we're going to click Continue. All right, and now you see it's too big, so I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. And then I'm just going to click Continue again. And then I'm going to save it as a print and cut. Remember, guys, you have to save it as a print and cut file, okay? All right, you name it. If you want to change the name, this is where you would do that. And then you just click Save, okay? And then saving it. Sorry, it's moving a little slow here. Internet sometimes it's a little spotty, okay? And now that you have it saved, you're going to now go and do the next upload. So we're going to now go back again and click on our upload image, and then browse. And then we're going to click on our nutrition facts, click choose. Then we're going to now click Complex and Continue. This is where things are going to get a little different here in this section when we do our upload, okay? So now that it's uploaded, I'm going to minimize so that I can see the screen, everything that I have in front of me. And now, remember I said it's going to be different. We take that crosshair, click in that space, and then I'm going to now take the eraser tool, make it to the maximum size, and I'm going to get rid of the nutrition facts box, okay? So I'm just erasing all of that, making sure I get rid of all those little specks and everything, because I don't want those on this load, okay? This upload. All right. Now we're going to go, I'm just making sure I have no spots left. And then zooming in, just making sure sometimes there are little dots left, okay? Nothing there. Minimize down, clean it really good. Zoom out. All right. Now we see our barcode, so I'm going to zoom in. I'm trying to find it. Okay, here it is. And I'm going to zoom in so I can see everything. And I'm going to get that little crosshair again and click inside the 6, inside the 8, and the 9, and the 0. And what I'm doing here is just getting rid of all those little white spaces that are in between those numbers so that we can have a nice clean image when we go to make our chip bags, okay? So just make sure you zoom in as much as you need to so you can see. And then you're going to just make sure there are no blank spots left anywhere, okay? All right, now click Continue once you've done that. Remember, we're saving this as a print, then cut image. Print, then cut, okay? Change the name of this one to, I'm going to change mine to a barcode, okay? So that way I know that's the barcode only, not nutrition facts and barcode, okay? All right, click Save. Moving a little slow here. All right, so you see here we have the 3 that we've done so far, so we need to do another upload, which will be our nutrition facts. So let's click on upload image. Then we're going to click browse, and then we're going to click looking for nutrition facts. There we go. Nutrition facts. All right, we're going to upload complex again. Click continue. All right, now this time we're going to get that crosshair again. Okay, click there in this open space. Then we're going to get the eraser tool, and this time we're going to erase the barcode. So I'm going to get my large eraser, make it the largest it can go, and get rid of that barcode, okay? All right, now we've gotten rid of the barcode, and now we just have our nutrition flags. So we need to just click continue. We don't have to do any other cleaning. You can now change it or keep it, whatever you want to. Nutrition facts is what I'm going to leave mine as, okay? Then click save. All right, give it a minute, and it's going to save that. All right, and now it's saved those things there that we need for our chip bag, okay? Let me see. All right, now we're going to do upload image, browse, and in this step, this is where you would get all of your images that you want to go on your chip bag, okay? So here I have my background image. I'm going to load it. I'm going to click on, just trying to make sure, yeah, that's the one. I'm going to click on complex, continue. All right, and then I'm going to zoom out so that I can see everything that's in front of me. Okay, and then I'm going to click continue, and then I'm going to save it. There's no editing to be done on this one. Save it. All right, now it's saving that. Sorry, guys, it's moving really, really slow. I know sometimes that may happen if your file is really large, depending on the size and all of that, okay? So we're going to save that. All right, now it's saved our background image, okay? Now we see here we have all of our, I'm just checking, making sure I have everything here, all right? And then this is the same thing you would want to do if you're going to upload your pictures or anything like that. You'll do your things the same way. Any editing you need done to your pictures, you can either do them in the Cricut design space, or you can do it previously like in a Photoshop or whatever to get rid of all your background space. So now I'm going to just select everything that I want to go onto the mat, okay? So I'm selecting all my images, my labels, my barcode, all right? And it's going to load all of that, all right? And it's going to take a minute because it's loading everything that you just selected to load all onto your mat, okay? All right, and then I just zoomed so I can see everything in front of me, and now I'm separating all of my layers. All right, so you have all of your pictures, your background, your barcode, your nutrition facts. All right, and now I'm just laying my lines on top of my template here, so that way I can see exactly where I want to lay everything, okay? All right, now I'm going to take this background image and I'm going to move it. I'm trying to see all the things I have in front of me. Now I'm going to put my barcode where I want it positioned. Give it a second, let it load. Okay, I see what I did. So now you have to take this barcode and we're going to make it move to the forward. We're going to move it forward so that way when we put it in place, we can actually see the barcode, okay? All right, and we're dropping that barcode there. Now you can see it, all right? Now I'm going to take my nutrition facts, move it to the front, move it forward, I'm sorry, not to the front, forward. And then I'm placing it onto the template just so I can see exactly where I want it. Now I'm going to take my background layer and I'm going to have to move my other things because I want to do my background layer and stretch it to size, okay? So we're just going to stretch that background layer to size. Just getting all my placement together here. I'm a little off on my lines. Okay. Just getting my placement together, moving it to the front so I can see what all I'm working with. See, my background layer is still disappearing. So we have to move it to the front. And it's not moving. Hold on. Moving it to the I keep saying front, but it should be forward. Sorry about that. We're going to move it forward, okay? So I'm moving my lines, placing my background image, stretching it to size so it can fit within my template. All right, getting that placement. My placement is just not together. Give me 1 second. I'm going to get it placed exactly how I want it. All right, and now I'm just going to stretch it out so it fills the entire space. And you don't have to do your background image to fill the entire space. It's up to you. That's just a preference thing if that's what you want to do. Okay. Okay, come on. All right, there we go. Now we got it stretched, okay? So now I'm just stretching it out to where I want it placed. Okay, great. Why do I keep minimizing? Okay, there we go. Take it up a little bit. Let me adjust the size. And then too, you don't have to do it this way with the crosshair bar. You can always go up in the screen and unlock it to adjust it to size, but we're good now. All right, now you see me moving my lines back over the top, and I can't see my lines, so you know what that means. I gotta play with it and move it to the front. All right, get all this placement together. I'm just now placing everything. All right, getting my nutrition facts in place. All right, and now we're gonna move that back. Wait, I need to actually move these back to the forward, back to the front now, because I need the nutrition facts and the barcode to go on the top. So instead of moving them forward, we're gonna move them to the front, okay? So that way they'll go on top of your background. Now you see how you can see the nutrition facts and the barcode. I'm just adjusting them. I want them to be nice and lined up. All right. Moving my background just to see if they're within my fold lines. And those lines that you see that are there, those are your fold lines. So that's going to be your fold lines. You don't want anything to hit on the fold lines, because when you go to make your creases for your bags, you want everything to line up accordingly, okay? So that's why I keep moving my background and my nutrition bar and my barcode, okay? And now I'm going to place my image. Wait, what's the first thing I forgot? Move it to the front, all right? So now when I move that to the front, that's going to allow me to have it on the top of my background. I'm looking at my lines to make sure everything is adjusted so it all fits within that space. So when I do my folds, I won't have any problems. All right, looks good. Let's double check, okay? Let me just double check my spacing. I'm going to move it over. Okay, so here I'm just looking at my placement. I think we're going to be good here. So now I want to go and add a text. So I click on the text, and then I'm going to type my heading. Okay, so I'm going to make my heading "So Erica Nicole" on my chip bag. That's going to be the heading that goes across the top. And I'm just going to edit my font, and I think I'm going to change the color so that way you can see it. So then I just click over onto the font, the text option, and then change the color to a very, very red. And then I think I'm going to change it to pink. I don't like red on top of this background, okay? So I changed it to the pink option. And then now we're going, I'm playing with colors now. I'm not really happy with that. Okay, so I'm getting my color together and placing it. And I'm going to actually curve it. And the good thing about the Cricut design space is now that you can curve your letters right in the design space by clicking on the curve option and then pick the angle you want it to curve. Now I move my background just to make sure my placement is within my cut lines. That's all I'm doing, is checking my placement to make sure it fits within, not cut lines, but fits within those fold lines, okay? All right, so we fit within the fold lines there. All right, I'm gonna move it up a little bit. I'm just playing with placement of everything now, because if I'm moving it up, if I wanted to add more words across the bottom, you could. Just doing the same thing by simply clicking on the text option like we just did, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna highlight everything that I've placed, and I'm gonna group it, okay? Grouping it is just making it all so it knows, the system knows, well, I shouldn't say the system, but the design space will now know that we want this all to be one cohesive piece, okay? So we're grouping it together, and now that I've grouped it together, I'm actually gonna flatten it. So we click on flatten. All right, and then when we flatten it, it makes it one whole piece, and it's gonna, so that way we can print it just like it looks here on the screen. Give it a second to load all of the fonts and all of those things we've just added onto the bag. Okay, now everything is there, and so we're ready to actually go ahead and try to print. All right, so click make it, and then now when you click on make it, I want you to notice what pops up when I click on make it before I actually do it. Okay, watch this. So when I click on make it, it says image is too large. It needs to be between 9.25 and 6.75 in order for us to print this and cut this, okay? So what we're gonna actually do is resize our image to make it fit, okay? So what we're gonna do is go up into the top. I'm gonna resize it, okay? Adjust the sizing, and then I'm gonna zoom in just so I can see as it's adjusting the size, okay? And then I'm gonna click unlock to unlock it. And then I'm gonna adjust my width and my height according to the measurements that it just gave me, okay? And now we're good to go. And we're gonna be ready to print, okay? So from here, your image is ready to, your chip bag image is ready to print, and it's gonna cut it just like we see it here. I'm gonna actually save this project, and that's it. We've actually created a chip bag in Cricut, okay? If you have any questions, please comment below.